Hello, Drew Williams of Rutherford's Real Estate. Just wanted to say a couple of words on land tax. We're getting a lot of feedback about land tax at the moment with the enormous increases that the Victorian government have put through the system. V Very important to just make note of 2 points. One is that you need to check that your accountant has the correct beneficial ownership entity lodged with the SRO. The reason for this is that depending on the type of entity that is the beneficial owner of your land, that determines how the land is taxed. Now, if the wrong entity, for example, a company or an individual is lodged and the actual beneficial owner is a trust, then that opens you up to um, potentially underpaying your land tax. Now, that might sound good initially. The problem is that there's a good chance that it will be caught in an audit and then penalties and interest applied. So it's better practice to make sure that the correct beneficial owner is registered with the SRO. So I would recommend checking that with your accountant. The second point that really resonates with me is that be very careful challenging your land tax. Make sure it's a very educated decision before you make a challenge. Um, and the reason for this is twofold. Generally, the taxable value that the land tax is calculated on is actually below the market value. Now, I know there's been enormous increases, but it is a fact. I've reviewed a lot of them, and generally it's under the current market land value. We've seen extraordinary growth in the last 3 or 4 years, particularly in industrial. So the point around this is that the the SRO has the ability to retrospectively review your land tax. So if you challenge it, if essentially, in essence, if you poke the bear, um, they can retrospectively review your land tax. Now, I have heard of this happening, and I have heard of up to 3 years. In one case, there was a claim of even 5 years retrospect review of their land tax of their portfolio. Now that was an enormous amount, and that's why I highly recommend that before you challenge any land tax notice, that you review the current market value of the property. Hopefully, these 2 points about getting the correct entity and about being very careful about challenging land tax assessments is helpful. Thank you very much.